about this little bit of radio knowledge? For every one time you hear a song, we in the studio playing it hear it 10 times. That's 2 times 5. And because I hear it way more than you do, that makes me some sort of an expert. You're getting gassed up with the latest new rock reviews here on this channel. I'm Diesel, and I am a rock radio DJ. Every night on my show, I play a brand new song. The listeners vote, and at the end of the week, whatever song ends up number 1, I review on this channel. And today, I'm reviewing right now from Fire from the Gods. Now look, the truth is, I need you to subscribe to my channel. This is only going to take a second, I promise. I need you to subscribe to my channel. It's down in like this corner of the screen over here. I also need you to hit that thumbs up button. That's a biggie. And then turn on the bell notifications. That way, every time I post a brand new video, you get an alert set to your phone letting you know that there's brand new content up on my channel. Now that that's out of the way, let's get to it. Right now, from Fire from the Gods. Well, this can't go on forever. Something's got to give. How can I relate to a world I feel is broken, to the minds that I feel won't open? And how can I speak life when all I see is death and all I see is strife? Look into their eyes, listen to their cries, voices speak demise. Dude's got some lyrical prowess. He knows when it's time to rhyme, and his lyrics are sublime. All right, I'm done. I promise, I'm done. I'm not a rapper. Are they talking about society? Are they talking about problems and ills and people being at each other's throats? Is that what this song is about? How can I relate to a world I feel is broken, to the minds that I feel won't open? And how can I speak life when all I see is death and all I see is strife? Well, it sounds like somebody's having a hard time relating or dealing with the world in which they live. Maybe it's people around you, you're just not communicating with on the right level. Maybe you feel like you're being clear and concise with your message and they're just not getting it. Maybe they don't want to get it. And how can I speak life when all I see is death and all I see is strife? It sounds like somebody's struggling to be positive or to remain positive in a negative world. Musically, it's a little bland. I feel like it's kind of been a trope in rock music for the last 15 years. Really, ever since Nirvana kind of changed rock music and turned it on his ears. Shout out to Nirvana. We have these just low-key riffs that go on during the verse. You got the hard punch during the chorus, and then it just drops right back in. You hear it a lot. Bands like Chevelle and Seether and Shinedown and Godsmack, and they all kind of do the same things. Lyrically, I'm feeling it a little bit. Musically, I don't know. Let's see. Maybe it'll pick up later on in the song. Thing is, the dude can obviously sing. He's got a great sounding voice. It's not a super powerful voice. He's not really gravelly and getting into it. He's a little bit on the softer side. He's not singing super clean. He's not singing super gruff. He's kind of somewhere in between. Tear down these walls. Well, this can't go on forever. Something's got to give. Burn down and relearn. Well, we won't be here forever. Something's got to change right now. Maybe youth trying to push things into the next generation, trying to change the world, and things just aren't really registering. They're not really clicking in the way that this writer's perspective wants them to.
How can we exist? 3 days of weakness, too much pride to admit there's a sickness. Vacant emotions, like walking corpses. Looking to realize this out. Can we learn? But we won't be here forever. Something's gotta change right now.
How can we exist in a constant state of crisis, society in conflict? All the ignorance betrays a weakness, too much pride to admit there's a sickness, vacant emotions like walking corpses. It's true, obviously, that America is in a constant state of crisis. Everybody's always at each other's throats. Nothing is ever getting done. Nothing is ever going to change. It seems to be, at least right now at the moment. And maybe that's what he's getting at here. It's just this, we're trying so hard to help society progress, but we keep hitting roadblocks. I mean, I'm not saying that these lyrics are necessarily political, but they're certainly kind of getting up against that edge. Everybody's just on the I'm right train. Nobody wants to ever be a part of the solution. Nobody ever wants to like work together and make things better. So maybe it is the the political divide. Not so much for politicians, because those guys are always going to be divided. That's their job, is to be divided. But maybe it's about we as individuals, as Americans. It's there's no I want to see somebody else's perspective. I just want to tell you how right I am, and I want you to agree with me. And if you don't, you are wrong, and you're evil, and you're scum. Maybe that's what he's getting at. Okay, see, this is the first really interesting part of the song to me. The way that progresses, ba 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 ba. It's just this slow step down. That's an interesting transition. Up until this point, it's been kind of, but that part, that is good. Now let's back that up. I want to hear that again.
If we all take a second and listen, voice of reason is how we can end this. We can't waste a minute. It needs to happen now. Drop.
Yeah, I like the way that he holds that last word just a little bit. Ba 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 ba. That's slick. If we all take a second and listen, voice of reason is how we can end this. Nobody wants to admit that they're wrong, even like just to concede that maybe the other guy's got a point. That's saying, oh, I'm wrong, and people have too much pride for that nowadays, and they can't handle that.
Weapons and all your defenses. Drop your pride, get the point that we're missing. Oh, it needs to happen now. Can't go on forever. Something's gonna get.
If we can all take a second and listen, voice of reason is how we can end this. We can't waste a minute. It needs to happen now. Drop your weapons and all your defenses. Drop your pride. Get the point that we're missing. We can't waste a minute. It needs to happen now. There's certainly the debate going on right now about climate change, for example, and it's almost as if, and a lot of people truly believe that we are at a crucial point in that particular issue. If we just sit around and wait on it for another generation, it's going to be too late. We got to do something about it now. That seems to be what he's getting at here. Drop your weapons, drop your defenses, drop your pride, drop your ego. Let's really, let's roll up our sleeves and get on some of these issues. We don't have time to waste. That's what he's getting at here in this song. But again, that vocal progression and that chord progression, that's the first really interesting part of this song to me.
These walls can be learned, but we won't be here forever. Slow, right now.
Okay, I like it, but it sounds to me like a made-for-radio rock single. It almost sounds like pretty much anybody could sing that song. His vocals they're a little bit different than what most of the big bands out there are doing, but they're not groundbreaking. They're not like, yeah, grab you, because he's singing about a subject that it seems to be very passionate about. I don't hear a whole lot of passion in his voice. And like I said before, otherwise musically, the song is pretty basic and rock radio stock, if that makes sense. Is it a good song? Sure. Would it make a playlist if I had one? I know a lot of other YouTube reviewers say, oh, that's playlist. It's going on a playlist. If I were to do something like that, I probably would not put it on a playlist, because I really look for stuff that pushes the envelope, that kind of, it's got to grab you by the balls, by the big old gabagoons right there. And this song just doesn't really grab me. When I debuted it on the show, 96% of the votes gave that one a thumbs up. So the people, they really like that song. But hey, if you like the review, make sure you subscribe down in the corner of the screen. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and turn on those bell notifications. That is the big one. That's what I need you to do. I need you to go bing right there on that bell so that whenever I post a video, you see it first. Watch the videos all the way through. thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Those things really help kind of vaunt me up. It's really what helps me get into the YouTube algorithm. So if you would do that, that would be really awesome of you. Check out some of my other reviews. I got reviews of songs from bands like Whiskey Myers, from Tool, Killswitch Engage, Ed Sheeran. Those are all on my channel. Make sure you check those out. And thanks for watching Radio DJ Reacts here on Diesel on Radio.